Good morning. It's a really early morning today, and I dedicated this time to introduce you to lessons learned, or probably introduce lessons learned to you. I think it's the same. So, I am known as an expert who develops lessons learned platforms, not database. It's critically important to know that lessons learned shouldn't be implemented through database development. So let's talk about basics. So I want to discuss one confusing element of lessons learned. All clients I talk to, they have a problem with a confusion. They think that lessons learned is the same as issue. So lessons learned register or issue log. So let's take from the beginning that the register shouldn't be considered as a database. It's an interactive, collaborative platform. So, and what are the issues? So when we talk about the basic, the description or definition, what are the issues? Issues are something known and actually belongs to basic knowledge of activities and their deviations. So it's known and the issues are happening. It's either from stakeholders, it's either from the processes, either from the attributes or quality management, communications, and etc. and etc. It's something you failed in, but it was always in the nature of work and always should be documented, let's say in ideally, should be documented as some sort of uncertainty which you could encounter, and you need to consider these events in the future and make sure that you protect yourself. It's a very, very high level of expertise and maturity of project management. So tactical management, project management, very, very technical. Lessons learned are very strategic tool. So that is why lessons learned are sort of captured, collected by project teams, but they are processed, analyzed, and learned by the organization management. What I mean by that is that it has a broader perspective of its impact and importance on an organization level. So, and they need to decide what they learned, what was something unknown, and they need to make sure that they will implement it in the procedures and policies so that any project in this company will not repeat the same mistake. So we make sure that this infection of the failure or success will be smartly, intelligently processed and implemented in organizational development, in strategic management, in a risk management, in a contracts and procurement, integrated management systems, innovation management, human capital, and other functions in the company. So root cause analysis. Again, when we talk about the issues, we usually talk about the symptoms. So incompetence in communications, some deviation in reporting, in observation, in monitoring, and etc. So, and you can implement immediate solution so that you will get back this process to track. When we talk about the lessons learned, it's a little bit different. We need to think about the root cause analysis, list and find out and define the categories, classifications of factors, and make sure that all our conclusions are integrated into the organizational management, not project management. Issues are always tactical. They're always in the process. If it happens of impact to be over the organization, so then it's not an issue. It's something you need to learn. Impact, as I said, issues, they will emphasize the problem in the project, while lessons learned is broader organizational impact analysis in all types of and all the layers of activities, and can impact future projects. So this is something different. So why we develop platforms, not document management systems or databases? Because we need to make sure that more people will be interacting there. It's really hard. It takes, depending on the maturity of organization, you need to have an experience what should be done and what shouldn't be done. When we talk about lessons learned, be very, very, very careful and always work with the people who have a experience. Why? Because it's always about people resistance. People can say that it's a change management. Yeah, change management should be implemented everywhere. It's not that an option. It's something you need to think in advance, how you will deploy it, how you will make sure that it will be accepted by the processes, how it will be accepted by management, how it will be accepted by the key users, how it will be accepted by the stakeholders. So how long it will take, what are the events and processes that should be done. So this is what we work on, and we'll list it and we discuss it and we prioritize them, and etc. and etc. And this what gives us a structure of lessons learned platform. They are never the same, never the same. If you want to copy someone's and imitate someone's procedure, you will fail, because the nature of your business, you know, what is that? It's wisdom of your organization. Changes in these practices, mentality and culture is not what you do like shift, because the people, they have mindset, they have a approach how they perform activities, and you need to be very careful when you do this. When we talk about the solution oriented, as I said, we are finding the solution within the team when it's about issues. When we talk about the organization level, strategic level, we talk about the lessons learned different. And 90% of people coming to you and telling you that we are going to manage your lessons learned, they are actually talking about the issues because they don't have a competence how to work on organizational level. You need a person with data management, information management, records management, decision-making management, human capital management, risk management, and of course, as a knowledge management system, because lessons learned is a knowledge management tool. So, and depending on your activity, you might need excellence management. I actually always recommend to be guided by the excellence team, that if you have a, but only in case if they are, first of all, ethical, they are not creating the environment where people don't want to perform under their supervision or under their guidance because they're too arrogant. And it happens. So make sure that you build a good excellence culture so that people don't hate your excellence team, because I saw this experience and it's horrible, because the potential of excellence management is amazing. They are supposed to be the best friends, but the thing that they usually steal the credits from other functions. So other functions are actually performing their duties, but everything is like going to praise the excellence management, which is not acceptable ever. So this is a good message to the managers, leaders of the company, CEOs, and etc. Be very, very careful, because people hate them just because you didn't build a culture. Okay, when we talk about the future projects, if you're talking about the issue, that may not be transferred to other teams, because, you know, it's a mentality of people. They don't like talking about the issues. They prefer to talk about the, it's a mentality. People are afraid of talking about that. Okay, but lessons learned, they have a high impact to the future projects through analytical tools. Next, timing. If we talk about the issues, they usually project activity. Sorry, I missed the two letters. So when we talk about the issue, we are talking about within the project, within the activities, and they will remain there. And they're supposed to be, because sometimes your issue doesn't make any sense for others. So make sure that you control your job. When we talk about the lessons learned, we usually discuss it on the end of milestone, because why people say that it's smart to wait till the end of project or end of milestone. It is very important. You cannot talk about the lessons learned just every week about the same activity. No, maybe it will take, it's a wisdom of lessons learned management. When you need to wait a little bit, maybe this event will occur, will just, like flip to something positive, or other way around, vice versa, right? It's something positive, but it may end up in something negative, because different stakeholders, they get engaged to the process in the different stages, right? Within the days, within the weeks, and etc. and etc. So that is why you need to finalize. That is why you need to finalize lessons learned in the end of milestone, because it's supposed to be the contextually and logically finished group of activities, or the entire project. I usually capture the lessons learned, and of course, timely manner informing others, but I still will review the impact in the end of the project. So when we talk about the ownership and responsibility, of course, issues are always project management problem entirely. So you need to take responsibility for it. Lessons learned is always organization level management. So the interest, it's not that project teams supposed to take care of lessons learned. No, it's supposed to be corporate management who actually guides teams to explain why and how and what is actually important, prioritizing from the perspective of organization. Of course, the documentation detail, documentation in issues, it's always to be concise, related to project and its own environment. And when we talk about the lessons, the documentation will be on, again, corporate organizational strategic level. That is why we make it platforms and etc., depending on the company. Okay, tone and perspective. Issues may have a more negative and problem-centric tone, while when we talk about the lessons learned, it's always constructive, forward-looking, positive perspective, because you need to make sure that there is a culture about the lessons learned, that no one will be punished for highlighting the failures of the organization, because it's always in the interest of the owner of the company and the top management of the company. The entire performance of organization will depend on how you build this culture of lessons learned. I know I built lessons learned platforms in the organization where the leaders, they built this fear culture. So that was such a waste, because the platform was beautiful. No one wanted to talk about it because people were punished for talking about that. And of course, if issues are linked to goals of the project, see, project doesn't create benefit. It creates whatever was supposed to be delivered. In some cases, project delivers a result which itself doesn't make any sense. But in a program, in a combination with other project results, they will create a benefit. So why they split it, just because of the simplicity of a management. Okay, but when we talk about the lessons learned, they are always connected to strategic goals. And that is very, very clear. Here, it's something I missed to tell. So if you will understand this difference, you will be able to understand what is issue and should remain within the limits of projects, and what are the lessons learned from this amount of issues, you may find this amount of lessons learned, which are actually valuable on organization level, because majority of issues, they are not relevant to organization level at all. They are usually about your vendors, about your reporting system, about the quality of work is done, and etc. and etc. But when you process all these issues, you may end up with some lessons learned, which will make high impact and consequences for organizational corporate level of management. So this is what I wanted to tell you. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I am here to help you. This is actually my job, and this is my bread and butter for years. And if you need me to help you, let me know. You can always find my contact details on LinkedIn. I know that I'm not really active on other platforms, but hey, LinkedIn is a place where intelligent and smart people talk about work, about the future, about the innovations, about the excellence, about the productivity, and etc. etc. And lessons learned are connected to all of new perspective and opportunities you are looking for. Thank you very much. Good luck.